Is it somebody I don't my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, what in the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa is going on out here in the streets? Just recently, Remy Ma, actually, people are out here still talking about how Remy Ma and Papoose are still married. And yes, even though Papoose had filed for divorce and Remy Ma has like agreed to it, allegedly, according to sources, and has agreed to it, but yeah, I don't see anywhere where the divorce has been officially filed. So therefore, they're still in the divorcing process. So it sounds like Remy is not letting him go, and Papoose has literally rocked right on into another relationship with Clarissa. So because of that, people are out here clowning Clarissa, saying, well, this is what you get for dating a married man. And they're just like, ooh, Papoose is out here cheating on Remy Ma and stuff like that. So let's just find out. I'm here to play a few clips for you guys about the recent Reference Club interview. And then I'll play some things that Clarissa had to say, because Clarissa has some few things to add into the conversation as well. Of course. Her man. Okay. Oh, pushed me all the way out the frame today. Okay.
Said I wish you the best.
For sure.
I wish you, like I said, I wish you the best.
For sure.
We got some great, amazing things going on. And like I said, this is my best friend right here, man. We living our life.
We've been together over a year and a half.
When he said that that was his best friend, he was referring to Remy Ma. And then here comes Clarissa chiming in saying that, yeah, we're happy. He's moved on. We've been together for a year and a half now. So
now it'll be 2 years next year in September. We at the end of the year. Some of this stuff is just so old. You know, it's so old to talk about, to bring up, to keep harping on it. It's like they're separated. She got somebody too. Mm-hmm. Like, don't act like it's just over here. Mm-hmm. Like, she's happy, we're happy, and that's it. Papoose, like,
you heard it out the words of Clarissa's mouth first said, not Papooses though. Out the words of Clarissa. She happy, we happy. Cool. She's like, what is everybody making a fuss about? I don't know, you guys, you tell me. Some people are saying that, some people are also talking about how Clarissa is talking over him in this interview. And then some people are saying that there are certain clips where Papoose just does something to shut shut Clarissa down just because he doesn't want to like hear her talk or something like that. I don't know. Everything is alleged as it is running across the screen right here. So you can find those clips on TikTok. But I'm not here to report on he say, she say. I'm just here to report on the facts because we're going to get more details when I pull out the cards. So why get into the rumor mill of who said what, insinuating what, you know? So next thing out here is Clarissa. Okay, the other two clips are about Clarissa apparently.
Forward in this new relationship, like how tough is that when that conversation comes up for you?
I don't know why they act like people don't get divorced. It's the craziest thing to me. Like everything, the most thing that happens in life, people act like we don't understand is breakups and relationships. You never gonna break up with your family because they're your blood. You got to deal with them, your mama, your daddy, your crazy sister, your outrageous cousin. But when it comes to relationship, that breaks up all the time. Marriages end all the time. Divorces happen. I don't know why it's like, oh, divorce is impossible when they don't. When
again, why is Papoose not speaking on this? But hey, I get it. Clarissa wants to speak on her man. However, she is speaking facts though. Everybody on the internet is acting like it is a bit strange, wild, and a whole year and a half. I mean, we know divorces can take years. If you got the money to fork out lawyers like that, who wants to be dealing with that for that many years? Just get it over with. But it doesn't seem like Papoose is in a rush anytime soon to put a ring on it for Clarissa. So hey, he'll enjoy being divorced, separated, still married, technically all at the same time, situationship while dating at the same time. So that's everything that's going on with Papoose. So he's got a lot that he's navigating through. And then here's Clarissa. I don't want to say on the side because she's the main, but like kind of like on the side of this big, huge relationship. And she's just coming into the picture, if you know what I mean. So because of that, it feels like the little bit that she's gotten, she's doing all this talk. I'm not here to talk about Clarissa though. So moving on to the next clip, and then we're going to do some reading on Papoose, because that's what I do. That's who I'm really here for.
Like I said, y'all was there every step of the way. Y'all was there when I was riding up there to the prison. Y'all seen me fighting court officers getting thrown out of the courtroom. It was in the newspapers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen everything. How can I come to y'all and say something didn't happen? Y'all got to stop, man. Like, come on. So
I think during that time, I know for myself, I just wanted y'all to fix it, because I've known y'all so long, and not fix the relationship, just the friendship, the parent.
Here was a clip where Papoose was really getting into it, just talking about it, and you see here DJ Envy. I hope I got that right. DJ Envy over here talking about how he's seen Remy Ma and Papoose, and he's friends with them and close with them and knows both of them. He just really wanted them to work it out. So to see where they are today at this point, and to see him like kind of like sitting across from him with another woman on his side, it's just an adjustment for him, you know, because he had hopes and dreams, and that's clearly not going to come to fruition.
To just fix that part. That was the most important thing, right?
That takes time. Like it's a divorce. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? But people's life don't stop because of that. You know what I mean? It's papers. It's time. It's all this stuff that got to happen. But at the end of the day, we move forward with our lives. Like
I wish it.
And then there goes Clarissa speaking some more facts, saying that, it's just papers. He's written it out. Papoose was the one that's filed. So he's the one ready to walk away. He's ready to move on. He has moved on. It's been a whole year and a half since. So she's just like, when are our lives going to start moving on? Why do our lives have to halt just because he isn't divorced? And I completely get your sentiment, Clarissa. I really do. I truly, sincerely do. So with all that being said, I'm going to pull some cards on Papoose and see how he is in this very moment. Okay, Papoose. Okay. The first card that came out was the Nine of Pentacles, which I really like that for him. Very prosperous. At the bottom, we have the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups in the past, the Death above the head. Ooh. The Four of Wands in the future. And you know what? Just because I'm feeling a little bit spicy, let's see what's the outside influences today. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Yikes. The Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Well, 9 and 9, then 4 and 4, then 7, and then 7. Well, you skip over the 3. And then like one major arcana card. We have 1, 2 swords, 3 swords dominating, 1, 1, 2 cups, and one pentacle. So at least we have every element. Then the death card is also another cup card, but that's just a major arcana in and of itself. So just like looking at it here, like we have all the elements, but mostly dominating is the swords card. And I just recently learned something new about the swords that is very entertaining. And what I see here, just looking at the sentiment of these cards when it comes to the element, dominating element being air, is that really Papoose at this present moment has some things on his mind, things that can literally keep him up at night, as the Knight of Swords symbolizes. But also down here at the very bottom, that's in the future. That's what's going to that's almost like his foundation, like something's going to be keeping him up at night. And I think that's coming back to the Seven of Swords in the past. Now, I'm not sure if that means the Seven of Swords is if he was trying to like dash away from a relationship, because I'm not trying to dive that far deep back a whole year. But it seems like right now, actually, you know what? I really am going to have to say he really feels as though he has snuck off with something, because in the past we see right here that symbolized what he was going through was this three-way triangle: Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa. It's still a three-way because he isn't fully separated from Remy Ma. So because of that, there's this there was, I don't want to say a joyous, could there have been a joyous time? What I just see here is that when it came to the three of them, for him, it was a joyous time, because while yes, he was getting divorced, it was like he was closing one chapter, and it almost felt like him and Remy was ending on good terms, and then suddenly turned to sour terms. The three-way became a sourpuss in a sense. So because of that, it became, instead of benefiting, it became a negative. And that starts from the Seven of Swords, which was a bit puzzling me, because the Seven of Swords is somebody who doesn't have true intentions, and somebody who is up to no good, but it's usually just because they're looking out for themselves. Either they're being self-centered, or either they're being selfish. Either way, it could be intentional or unintentional or deep-seated, because right here the Seven of Swords is at the very bottom and it's underneath. So therefore it was festering beneath the surface, and is not something that was truly prevalent at face value. And we see even now that at that time above him was the Seven of Pentacles, and that symbolizes looking over. Now that he looks at it back in hindsight 2020, like they say, you start to see the writings on the walls, and and now he has to wait. He has to sit and wait for this process. And as he's sitting and waiting, he's doing something with his life. And because I say that, it's because it's the Seven of Pentacles. So rather being stuck and stagnant in his head, he got swift, he got the movement, he got the action, he started moving and doing, became a mover and shaker, and did something that would fulfill him, please him. Like I said, a bit selfish, but also trying to grow, because it's something that he needs to prove to himself, or it's something that he wants to put the time, energy, and nurture. And instead of nurturing something else, let me nurture something else. Let me nurture something that will fulfill me. Basically choosing what you want to put your time and energy into. And that's what he had to figure out with this three-way. And that's what I see in the past. And now as we move into this present moment, because that residual stuff is still affecting him till this present day, as you guys saw in the Breakfast Club. So in this present day, he is the Nine of Pentacles. And like I said, that is a very good card for him, because the Nine of Pentacles symbolizes somebody who is they are almost at their they got it all together. They just need one more thing to complete them. But hey, they don't get that they are complete and whole within themselves. And that's how Papoose is feeling. He's like, okay, just because I'm not divorced from Remy Ma, that's not going to change how I feel. That's not going to change how I move and maneuver, because he was all out for himself and he doesn't want to feel like he's still tied, restrained, and like something is holding him back still. So because of that, he has to know his worth and know his value and move forward in this process, and know that whatever he's got attached to him in his past, what he's looking for and trying to achieve is, maybe while it's a bit selfish, it's what he needs. And because it's what he needs, is going to be something that he's going to get. And we see at the very bottom is the 5 of Cups, which usually I really like. I wish you guys could see these cards better, but this 5 of Cups symbolizes not crying over spilt milk, but it's 3 cups knocked over and 2 not. And this mermaid, something mystical fantasies in his head that he not thinks about, but his emotions can get the best of him, but he can be a bit content with it because he's looking at all the things that he has lost, all the things that he is going to be leaving behind, all the things that still is attached to him that's weighing him down as he's trying to push forward. You know, it's really easy to move with a light load, but it's hard to move with a load of bricks. So because of that, all those different things, he's trying to like remain hopeful and positive as he trudges forward into the future. And that's exactly what we see here in his right. Crowning at the very top of this present moment is a death moment, a transition period. Maybe this is exactly why him and Clarissa is on a speaking tour at this very moment, to be having this conversation on the Breakfast Club, because now finally something has changed within him. It's changed within their dynamics, that they're ready to come out into the public and stir up the news, stir up the articles, get the media attention, because they have something to say, and it's about the relationship. Like I said, it was a bit weird that Clarissa was the one that was dropping all the golden nuggets, and speaking from a healed place as somebody who's been through the divorce, but because she has been through it with him, she knows exactly what those feelings are. She's embodied those feelings as well. So at the same time, they've became one and kind of morphed. I don't want to say morphed together, but when you're in a relationship, you kind of become one, and your unity, a together team. So that's what I see what's happening with Papoose and Remy Ma. And this is the next stage, next phase into their life. And that's why I said, even though he doesn't feel like he has it all together right now, because he still got something weighing him down, that divorce. So because of that, he just has to stay confident and hold within himself. And I see moving forward is a celebration again, still positive vibes. We have the 4 of Wands and we have 2 4s. And while those 4s are triumphing over this 9 of Swords that I said earlier to you guys, that are things that are going to be keeping him up at night, things that can weigh him down, make him feel a bit stressful, maybe regretful, make him feel sad, make him feel like he's doing the wrong thing, hearing what people are talking about him on the internet, making him judge his character because he could really care about his reputation. And if that's going to be coming in the way of his reputation, then it's going to start becoming a problem for him. But also at the same time, he's also happy with this 4 of Wands. This is a celebratory time. He's gone through a transition. He went through from that death where it was dark, gloomy, hard, don't want to go through it, scary, what's going to come on the other side, to the 4 of Wands, to something that feels celebratory, something that feels like after all that work, after all that process, there's something like they say, the light at the end of the tunnel. There's something good. There's some hope. There's some positivity. However, we still see the 4 of Swords here, that there is a caution when it comes to Papoose, that he's not trying to say too much. He's not trying to move too much, like have that motion. He's trying to keep it tempered at this very moment. However, and in the future, because it's still a sensitive topic for him, at least mentally, because of all the years that they've had together, everything that he's done. Like he said, He was like, I can't sit here and basically pull a Cody Brown saying, I never did this. I never did that. I didn't feel this way. I didn't feel that way. He was like, I'm not going to come out here and tell you guys that because you got video evidence and proof that says otherwise. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie and try to rewrite history just because I moved on in a relationship. So because of that, we see that he isn't regretful of his past, but regretful in the sense that the past is feeling like the past is holding him back and is pulling him down, and he's trying to swim back up to the top for a breather. So let's just see what the outcome card is for Remy Ma, not Remy Ma, but just the outcome with Papoose with this whole triangulation. Okay. Let's just see these two cards first. Okay, the box and the sun. A no and a yes. I think we're going to need a tiebreaker. Oh, okay. This one doesn't have a number. It doesn't have a tail, but I like it either way. So what I see here is a box. Like I said, he's still feeling boxed in, still feeling trapped, still feeling contained. Like he's not truly free, even though he is out there free living his life. He still feel like he's attached some way because he's not truly free. It's not like anytime, any moment that he feels like it, he could get down on one knee and be like, Clarissa, will you marry me? Because he can't, because he's still married to Remy Ma. So because of that, he's just like, you know, if I ever wanted to do something like that, I can't. And even if he thinks about it for the foreseeable future at this very moment, he's like, I can't even fathom that that's a possibility right now, because he's like, at this point, I feel like I'm going to be married to her for the rest of my life. And I won't be able to marry anybody else. Like, just think about that. Like that's what he's starting to feel like. Those torturous anxiety thoughts that run through his mind of, oh no, what have I done? What have I gotten myself into? I'm trapped literally and legally, and I can't do anything about it. And we see here moving forward is the sun card, that there is some sort of positivity, that there is some sort of, again, light at the end of the tunnel, that there is some sort of good outcome at the end of the road for this. Like they say, there's a bucket of gold at the end of the rainbow. So because of that, there's just something that he's just gonna have to keep going through it, keep going through the process. He might be really going through like a dark night of the soul right now, but is looking really calm, cool, and collected on the surface. But on inside, he's like feeling tumultuous, but he's keeping it cool. He's keeping it real cool. And that's where I see the consistency here, where it says a quality of being faithful and dependable. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's just trying to depend, trying to stay grounded, and trying to stay encouraged. Honestly, that's the best word I can say. And when you're staying encouraged, you're always looking at the best of the situation. That yes, that this happened, but what did I learn from this? Yes, this happened, but what can I take from this moving forward? Yes, this happened, but what happens next? Yes, this happened, but I'm not going to let this define me, kind of thing. And those are all the things that you're moving forward. That's all the things that you're confronted with when you're moving forward into a next chapter in a new phase of your life, like Papoose is going through. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I sure did. Please leave your comments down below if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't. That would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all across that beautiful earth, because we definitely need it. And spread it for Remy Ma and Papoose. And also for that, hype up that positive message and hype up that being able to move and heal from this divorce and situation that Papoose has found himself in this particular time of his life. And with that being said, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.